got one more place. Well, that's really great. I've got one more place I want to go live, and then I will be ready. Yay, I'm glad you're doing good, Tanya. That's amazing. Yay. Oh my God, I almost forget how to go live on my first system. Uh, almost there, everybody. I've got my list starting. I'm opening it. Okay. Oh, right. I remember that. I remember. I remember. So I've got Marielle and then Stacey on the list. Why am I not functioning so well? Almost there. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. I can't wait. I'm happy. Okay. I think I'm ready. And all right. Finally. Finally. Go. Boom. Put this in the chat. Boom. Boom. Oh, hey, Sean. All right. I'm finally ready. I'm finally ready. Aw. Can I come through, top you? Well, first of all, I'm sending you love. I'm sorry if that's, moving around your energy. And yeah, if you wanted to step into anything either here or privately, let me know. I do have um $5 for a question, 32 for a debrief, which is like about 11 minutes. If you're a subscriber, you do get one free question or two if you're a top tier subscriber. We're live. So lots of love to you though. And two. Okay, let's jump in. So I've got Marielle for two and then Stacy for two questions. If anyone else wants to join, the list is open. Marielle, are you still here? Maybe maybe she's typing. Let's give it one more second. And then Stacy, you're next if Marielle is or isn't here at this moment. Doo-doo. Hey, Kat. No, list is not long. I'm just getting set up. Aw, that's so cute. November, like a little hibernating zone. Super, super, super cute. So no, list is not long. I think Marielle might have left the space for a hot second. So Stace. Oh, you are here. Oh, is it filtering you? Maybe it's. Oh my God, that's so cute. Maybe it's filtering you. Oh no, you're okay. Okay, so we'll do Marielle and Stacy. So Marielle and Stacy. Oh, of course, that's cute. Cute little guy. Love that. You got it. The song came right when this came out. Kinda nice having the music on again. Okay, so what I'm you are okay. You are okay. Okay, so, in his energy right now, I gather that there's, like, he's sitting in some stress around his love life, his romance, and himself too. Um, and it just feels like it kind of feels like, and he might feel this, that there's like a change in the air. And it's kind of causing him a bit of stress, but like change is imminent, I guess. Change is the only constant thing in this world for sure. But it does feel like there's like a change coming forward, and I think he can possibly feel it, and he also feels a bit stressed out about it. Let me know how that feels. Hmm. It's very much for him, but it's a change. It's literally change in like romance. Like it brought forward like romance change in that. So it's like kind of like a general sort of Brenda. Hi. How are you, Brenda? So I've got Marielle for one more question, Stacy for two, and then I'm assuming Brenda, if you want to join the list, I put you down. If not, no worries. I'm doing pretty good. Nurturing my cute self today. Look, we're in the house. Easy timing. Yes, we can, Marielle. Yeah. You bet, Brenda. Oops. Oof. Yeah, I feel like he's like stressed. Response energy is there. There's still a bit of a delay with the response. And the number six is coming forward for a response, Marielle, twice. Oof, and I got tingles. You keep getting the number six too, which I'm not surprised, but still, I'm getting. There is a bit of hermit. There's like stress around the response, and there's hermit around the response, but there is response, and the response energy is around the six. Does that make sense? Yes. Okay. No, it kind of feels to me like lately, since we've been doing some like DMs and check-ins and stuff, it feels like it keeps getting a bit delayed, pushed, delayed. So 6 hours ish is like something like that. Like it just feels like, yeah, right. It just feels like it kind of keeps getting like tomorrow, tomorrow or something. So I do get like it like feels like hours, but I feel like it keeps getting sort of stressed around it. So yeah, let me know how that feels. Wants to, wants to, does, hopefully he can get there. Wants to, does, hopefully he can get there. There's a lot of stress and hermit that comes forward, but there is desire to respond. I think eventually he'll feel better when he does respond. So I do feel like that. Yeah. So hopefully that helps. Lovely, Maria. Heart, heart. And then Stacy, do you want to get your question or questions ready? You're welcome, lovely. Uh, oh, I wish I could do a star. I don't know how to do a star, but heart. You're gonna do a full read, Brenda. Okay, I'll write that down. Perfect. Craig. OMG, Stacy, did you realize something? I'm sure you have. I know. It like already says so much, but we'll do a reading. I'm getting so many tingles today. Okay, got you in, Brenda. Brenda, you'll be next, Brenda, for your deep read. Okay, wait, oops, I need to pin it. Here we go. Okay, Craig. You're welcome, lovely. Interesting. Between you and Craig. Okay, this kind of feels. I don't know if this is his or your, or like I don't know if this is his energy or it kind of feels like it's his, but it might show up this way in the connection, I guess. Like there's like definitely maturity, there's like love and clarity there. There is a bit of like stuff that follows him, which makes sense. That's very human and can be quite natural and normal, of course. It is quite a strong energy, like in that in the middle there, but it does feel like it feels good. It feels like there's possibly he has more clarity within himself of like what he's looking for to some capacity. 11:33, cute. Um, and I think that there's something about whether this is for you two together, like you and him together, or him, or both. It kind of feels like both is there. It feels like there's either going to be something to work through, or there is something to work through in terms of like fully matching up or something. But it feels like good overall. It just feels like there's definitely something that is here that wants to be looked into. Does that make sense? Habits. It's almost like his habits is what I just heard habits and saw some cards, and I wonder if it's like he might have some habits that like either he there's opportunity for him to work through his habits, um, to like his habits aren't really geared from like a healed place all the time, which is like again so fair, but like I don't know habits. Might have to watch his habits. But it does feel like he has a lot more openness overall. Will you see each other again? Let's see. Yeah, he's got some stuff following him. He's got some stuff following him, Stace. It doesn't feel like it like stops momentum though. I still feel a level of openness. So yes, ask lots of questions. Make sure he's a really good fit for you. Not to say he can't be. Just make sure you do your studying for yourself, your due diligence for yourself. But I do feel there's an openness. He's just got some stuff behind that quite a bit, which we all do. So I'm not judging him or saying it's bad. It just keeps coming up. So I hope that helps. Yeah, I know. Of course, it gives like so much info. Also, so much but so little at the same time. Did that help? Heart to you. And then Brenda, get ready for your deep read. Appreciate you, love. You're welcome. Okay, beautiful Brenda. Let's do this. I'm getting lots of tingles today during our live. Oh, yeah, we'll have to have a catch up, Steve. Okay, Brenda. Yes, so much love, girl. This is the first card that came up, Brenda. Oh, I have to start the timer. I got more of them. But yeah, this was the very first card that came up, which is energy. And it's not necessarily towards you. It's like around him. It is kind of towards you, but not like because he thinks bad of you. It's just because like the stuff within what he wants with you is like there's interference. So, I think that like if I could get something, let me know, Marielle. This is still open. It's like the perfect slow tempo tonight. It kind of feels a bit, Brenda, that there's like a loss of hope on his end potentially. Like like he knows he knows the feels, he knows the potential is there, he knows like that there's good stuff. He knows that there's so much between you two. He knows. And I feel like there's to me, I'm gathering, hey Dakota, I'm gathering like that there might be a sense of loss of hope. It doesn't mean that that stays there forever. Like loss of hope, it doesn't mean it stays there forever. It just kind of does feel a little bit in terms of like the connection together. Does that make sense when you hear that first, Brenda? And it doesn't mean that he's like, yeah, it doesn't mean that it's bad. Aw, love the love crew. I mean, yes, but like he needs to feel that. Like these are the cards that are here, but then it's like there's a loss of these feelings. So these cards do technically have like resounding energy around hope, but he has to choose that. And his, I feel like he still has to go through quite a bit of a transformation. Actually, quite a huge transformation, just like based on what I'm seeing. And that he's got a lot of stuff that he still has to evolve around love. Whoa, 555 on the timer. Literally change. What the fuck? We got integration, transformation, and then I saw 555, which is change. Like there's a big confirmation that there's still so much within him that might have to like he doesn't have to change. No one has to change. But our energy around love, if we want to step into love, has to change, if that makes sense. So it feels like sure the hope still exists, but it kind of feels to me a little bit far away squeaking back here a little bit, like a firefly, just like kind of like hanging around. So yes, the firefly is there, but it's like a cute little tiny firefly. Has he let you go for good? Um, like no, but let me explain. Because because the loss of hope is significant. Has he let go of you for good? No. Is there a little bit of hope there? Yes. Has he lost his like energetic sort of like uh uh priority or wrong word, but like has he lost his energetic kind of pull towards that this right now a bit? Because this loss of hope is quite significant. Doesn't mean it's like gone forever, no, but does it mean that it's coming in the future? It doesn't really give that right now. I mean, you can try and tap in if you want to. We totally can see about future stuff, but what I'm getting right now is it's like kind of just like a firefly just floating around and right now in this energy right now without looking further, which we can. It just kind of like and just like floats around. So it's not necessarily like it's going to I don't see anything about it like actually illuminating the room like this card would. It just sort of to me right now, based on where he's at, is just like he's still where he's at. So the light still hovers where it's at. Um, no, I mean, no. You can't screw up with yours. And like as much as these energies do affect, like what you're doing does affect things. I feel like it doesn't have too much of a hold over his energy, um, and that it doesn't change like how he feels about you. It doesn't change his feelings towards you. Um, but it also doesn't change the trajectory of where he's at in terms of being ready for relationship. And like, it's not that he's going down a rabbit hole per se. Oh, you're losing me. Is it back? Are you back? Oh, okay. Okay, no worries. I'll stop the timer. Let's wait till we get connected. Okay. That's okay. What did you hear last? You're all good. Hey. Okay. Hi. Oh, trajectory, but trajectory close. How are you, lovely? Okay, I'll start the timer when I'm focused again with you. Just checking something. Okay. All right, let me walk back in. So I might be repeating it a little bit, Brenda. I just want to make sure that I'm relaying the information. I won't start the timer if I'm finished relaying what I was saying before. So your your choices with the social media, like sure it does affect energies, it does affect like his energy a bit, and it does affect energies in general. Um, and yet it doesn't change the trajectory, right? Like it doesn't necessarily in this readings doesn't like shift things. It doesn't like change his mind or decisions on where he's at or not at. It just sort of it's there. It does affect the energies. It's more like what I get from that is you caring for yourself, like you caring for your energy, which is good. And then the last thing that I was saying was that it's not necessarily that he's going down a rabbit hole. It's Marielle, I got your it's not that he's going down a rabbit hole. It's like it's that this he's just like sitting in the energy. He's not like sinking or going down a rabbit hole around this. It's more that he just holds a loss of hope right now overall. But the hope does exist in that little like firefly back there, right? Firefly. But yeah, because he's lost hope in himself is what I'm getting. Like he's lost hope in himself and therefore has lost hope in the situation. Does that make sense? Because he hasn't stepped up. Like he's kind of been in this kind of energy here, and so he doesn't trust himself. Like he doesn't, yeah, like he doesn't. He's not stepping up, and so if he's not stepping up, he's gonna lose hope about that. About things like where he needs to believe in himself a little bit more. Yeah, that's okay. That's fair. That's fair. You're feeling annoyed, but you understand. Yeah, makes sense. Big hugs. Big hugs. With him specifically. Um, I got full to your energy. We don't try to go his. Yeah, I got full to your energy. Okay. I feel like for him him taking towards you. Okay. I feel I feel like for him in his energy, there's a bit of being stuck. Um, in terms of like, let me see, give me one second with this. I kind of am getting this thing of like he's a bit stuck right now, so action doesn't necessarily feel too at it doesn't feel at the forefront right now. And in fact, it's like he still has quite a bit of a journey to go explore the things that make him feel good. Like he was doing that, he was stepping into that some capacity before, and then he sort of lost his action within himself, and he lost hope within himself in the situation, and then it kind of brings it back to this place of like, well, there's still some work to do. So there's not too much action necessarily coming forward quite yet. It's more if there was action, it's getting directed to himself, and also the energy they brought me to your energy, but I know that you wanted to ask about him. And like in your energy, like you've got really you've got really like good love energy in your life, and like processing as much as you can and going through your own journey of hope for yourself and love, and like redirecting the focus of love and hope within yourself to be able to expand out into um, whoever's showing up in love for you. And this is cute that the hope card kind of came forward as well with your reading talking of hope. So yes, hope does still exist with him, but it's also like focusing on your journey. That's, why am I losing my voice? That's so weird. You see him coming in with communication this month. Literally when I like sort of saw that, it was like, what is voice? Yeah, right? Like legitimately. That's exactly what I thought. As soon as I saw your thing after, I was like, oh my gosh. Can't speak. What is it? Don't speak. I know just what you're saying. Wow, it's a lot of your energy. So it's not necessarily communication for him quite yet, but it's like your energy is coming forward. I'm gonna get there though. But they keep redirecting me to your own path. So I know you're probably focusing on yourself. So just keep doing it. There's a lot of stress around communication with him. Yeah, I'm like, I feel like he still has some shit to do ultimately. I'm not getting a lot about communication, but I'm getting a lot of like really exciting, great things for you. New beginnings, like romantic energy in this new beginnings with yourself. It's a lot of your own energy there. Um, and like in terms of communication, like with him, like there's still some work to be done. There is communication possibly at some point, but right now it's restricted. Like it's like I keep getting I keep getting like not a lot on communication, and when I do get it on communication, it's followed with like this kind of tormentish energy within himself. So it doesn't feel like communication coming in anytime soon per se. It feels more if there was communication, if there is energetically available, there's communication here. It's like a whiles away because there's still quite a bit to like kind of work through or something. Does that make sense when you hear that, Brenda? Really? Yeah. Yeah, I feel a bit uncomfortable, not because of you, right? Not because he is his energy, if anything. But yeah, I didn't even notice. I was so locked in, and then as soon as you said that, I was like, oh, I relaxed. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, totally. I was in his energy. I was fidgeting, I think. I mean, I like when you said it, I was like, oh shit, I am. Awesome. So I've got a list. So I've got Brenda, then Marielle for a deep read after. Then I have a question that just came in. And then, yeah, and then my timer did go off, but let's do you want to do that last question? I know, yeah. Oh, that's you. Okay, got you, Jen. So after Brenda, I've got Marielle for a deep read. Then I have for two questions for Jen after. Does he still love you? Oh, you need a few minutes, Marielle? Okay. Okay. Got you, Brenda. Mm. Yeah, he still loves you. Let me see what else comes up. Yeah, he still has love for you. He still loves you. He's insecure around it. Oh, I think he's insecure about like this change that's coming up for him too. But I think he's insecure about how things are going to change for you as well. So yeah, he does. He's still not stepping up within it though. So that's why I think it keeps going into your energy. Well, you got some good love energy coming in for you, Kenta. His energy feels like yes, he still loves you. He's like scared of this change a bit, but he's not doing anything about it. So not much to do except keep moving forward because choice is so powerful um, in this life. But yeah, let me know how that feels. Is it insecure? Well, he's just insecure in himself. He's insecure in you moving on from him. He's insecure with him being able to like he's still not there. He still hasn't landed on anything. He's still in the same place that he's been in, um, and it doesn't make him feel great. And he doesn't want to like not talk to you or be around you, but he's not like he's kind of losing hope because he's not there. You know, that's the kind of sense. Oh, huh? No, it's okay. Hey, you're not lackluster, Queen. You're a bright, beautiful light. Also loves you. No, that was his energy, girl. Your energy, you had a lot of new stuff coming in for you, which is really beautiful. So you're doing amazing. Like you keep doing that. Yeah, lots of love for you, Brenda. Big hearts. Okay. So if Marielle still needs a second, um, hey, Rachel, Rachel, we can go to you. What do you mean? Oh, am I able to? Yeah. Do you mean for you, Sean? Do you have your two questions? Let's go to yours now. Is that what you mean, Sean? Oh, yeah, I can add you. I can't remember if you wanted me to call you Jen or Rachel. I'm like checking. I thought I would write it down. Okay, Jen. We're calling you Jen. We're calling you Jen. Yeah. I just wanted to double check because I know I wrote a note about it. I knew I wrote a note about it, but I just want to make sure because I did value you. And Sean, I got you on for a question after Marielle's reading for sure. Okay, Michael and Jen reconcile. Michael. Ah, Michael. Sorry, I'm just getting more information. Because I basically have very interesting. But yeah, I'm getting a lot of your energy first, Jen, and this is keeps happening, but this is just what it is. And then his energy is here. I just want some more clarity, but um, it's like you're on a big, important, beautiful path for yourself. Well, shit, you're getting a ton. You got something big going on for you right now, Jen. I'm telling you, like something big, beautiful, and it's not necessarily in terms of love. It could be, it could include love, but like you got something going on right now, and it's a big journey, and this is outside of your question. I just want to say that it's a really beautiful journey. It's a big journey. That a big journey can incorporate a lot of stuff. Good like challenges that can incorporate a lot of challenges, but you're onto something really big and substantial and awesome for yourself, Jen. So I just wanted to say that. Okay, his energy, I'm like so shocked. Shocked but not shocked. It's giving me like very interesting cards that are similar to what you got in the other reading it. And so it's like the reconciliation energy, like it's here, but there's like there's a breakage around that. Like and it's sort of like he has some room to grow and like sort of evolve. And I know that what I'm getting, like you've got a huge, beautiful big journey in front of you. Um, and it kind of feels like he, even if he has the desire for you and like maybe you two might reconcile for a bit, like just be mindful if it's like just be mindful if there is a reconciliation to give space for whatever needs to come forward for change to occur, for growth to occur, because it just feels like for something to do, and let me know how this feels, Jen, if it feels good or bad or aligned or not aligned. But it kind of feels like even if his intention and the desire to reconcile is there, like I don't know how much he'd be able to follow through with maybe what um, either like you've been asking or what's needed or something. Does that make sense to you for that? Brittany, I got your payment for a question. No, it's not that he doesn't want to. Sorry. Let me try to describe it. It's not that he doesn't want to. He does want to. I just feel like how do I say this? Bear with me. I will make sure that this makes sense. I feel like he wants to reconcile. There is a desire to want to reconcile, but I'm not sure how ready he is to like um, fix things, I guess, or like step in a new way. Thanks, Britt. Does that make sense? And so it's like yes, he wants to, but I'm unsure of his level of like commitment to really like shifting things. Yeah, yeah, and like you've got a really big journey ahead of you too, Jen. Like, and so just keep checking in with yourself to see like, is this enough? Is this good? Is this enough? Is this good? Do you actually step up to reconcile even though he wants to? Like, there's sort of like an energy of like this with him. So go through and just take care of yourself and be really mindful of if it's like how it's showing up or how it's not. Does that make sense when you hear that? Haley, I think I got a question payment from you. There is a possibility. It's just make sure it's the right thing for yourself. That's okay. There is a possibility. Make sure it's the right thing for yourself. I just don't know his energy around it isn't very like I'm gonna go in and like win this thing with her. It's more like I'm gonna go in maybe, or I'm gonna go in and I don't know if I'm gonna give a lot or I'm not ready to give a lot or change things. It kind of just feels like eh, a bit, and I think that's why I'm having trouble describing it too. So yes, like the possibility exists, but like the energy behind it is something to be like, is he actually going to step in? Because it's so like, ugh, and sort of then just goes like drops a little bit, or is it going to be enough for like, um, there is a possibility, but like it seems that his energy around like fixing things or like yeah, kind of like life force energy, like his desire to like really step in isn't really like he's not there to really like shift and change things in the best way possible if you two do reconcile. If he does choose to reconcile. It just more feels like he has a desire, but then like the rest of it sort of just like, does that make sense? And then Marielle, are you ready? I'm gonna make sure Jen understands everything, so don't worry, there's no rush. Yeah, so just be mindful, you know, to get your questions ready for your reading. But yeah, like be mindful, Jen. And I think that if rock forward, you have such a big journey ahead of you that like you also get to decide if it's good enough or not for you, right? So just really keep that in mind. Like there is this energy. It's not really caution, I guess, but kind of in a way. Is like, is it enough for you? Is it something that feels good? Did he actually step up in a way that you're like, yeah, that makes sense, or is that not good enough? Like it's like have a level of discernment, be aware, and just see if it's like, see if it's enough for you, and if he's even stepping in enough at all. Yeah. So let me know if that makes sense. Okay. Yeah, lots of love and like I'm excited, Jen. I'm excited to see like with this energy that came for you with this like new there's not it's not really a new path. You're on a path that is really substantial right now. I'm really excited to see what comes forward with this as it goes on. Will anyone get in the way? Technically, oh yeah, that's your is that your second cue? Uh will anyone get in the way on your end or his end? Kind of have a bit of a yes coming forward. I do have a bit of a yes coming forward. I don't like without me going into like a deep reading. Um, there is a possibility. It doesn't mean that it's like going to come in and whack everything down and like, oh my gosh. It doesn't mean that it's going to be dramatic or anything. It's just like I think there's a level of like questioning, be really mindful if this feels like the right connection for you. And it's, I mean, it's good for him to do that too. So there's a lot of like air of awareness, like keep being aware. There might be some like if there are temptations, it's not because someone's going to necessarily follow through with it or anything. It's just that it's just interesting that there might be notices on both ends of other people or something like that. Or there's definitely some other energy peeking its way in a little bit. But of course, you get choice with how to deal with it. So does he. Does that yeah, like there's a definite shift going on here, and that takes time and can be a little bit like which is not surprising based on how I've been conveying the message and how it's been coming forward. But I hope it's made enough sense for you. Um, but there is other energy present, but technically it doesn't have to affect anything, really. But yeah, yeah, okay, that makes sense to me. Yeah, like it makes sense to me based on what I was just saying too. Is like there's other energy there, but it doesn't have to affect you too. Like distraction energy doesn't have to affect future results and stuff like that. If you know what I mean? It's just like that's maybe what he's doing right now. So yeah, yeah, I'm getting other energy. Like you can have that too. Keep a high level of awareness around this connection, and also just really, you've got some good things going on for you, Jen. Some really big things going on right now. So keep directing that beautifulness to yourself. You're welcome. Lots of energies around that. Thank you for being patient, Jen. The way that all came out. Oh, okay. Marielle, are you here? Everyone, I might answer Jen's questions quickly just because my energy's still there with her. And then we'll do Marielle, Sean for a question, Brittany, and then Haley. You're welcome. My energy's still here, so it's all good. Oh, you can DM me. DM me if you send a payment and you send me a direct message. I can answer your question there if you want. I don't know when I'm gonna be live again. Perfect, Marielle. You're next, love. Yeah, we can do it over DM anytime, Jen. So I have Marielle, Sean, Brittany, Haley. You are welcome. Have fun at work. Yeah, and anyone that's here, just know that you can do DM readings anytime. Um, Pop in my DM. What is that? Drop in my DM. You can do readings that way. Or one on ones too. It's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. You need a few minutes? Wait, you need a few minutes? Sean, are you here? Yeah, yeah. Sean, Brittany, and Haley. Okay. Is there reason behind the Yes, there is reason. Yes. Let's see. Yes. Let's see. I'll see a little bit more. Because I got a yes, and I'm like, and uh, let's see. Oh, okay. So, okay. Gosh, I'm trying to convey this in a way that like makes sense and doesn't take 10 years because I can go on for so essentially, with all the information that I'm getting is yes, and because there's a desire or an energy of evolution here, and through these wrong women, um, like I mean, there's no such thing as like a mistake really when a person comes into your life, but I totally get what you're saying. So in regards to these wrong women, there is an opportunity for you to elevate. Like a lot of times people mirror things to us within ourselves where we can like there's room for elevation, there's room for expansion, there's room for healing, and there's room for more awareness. That's how like life can really typically like operate a lot. And so I feel like with these women, because there's still room for them to grow. It's showing you where it's helping guide you towards areas where you can elevate yourself to show up better and love for yourself, and then hence um, maneuver the people and the women that you're meeting to eventually match this like expansion. There's nothing wrong with you. You're not doing anything wrong. You're not behind. You're not like, like you're not doing anything wrong. It's literally just a moment of expansion, an opportunity for elevation in your romantic story and your connection with yourself. And hence then will follow through with your connections with women after. Does that make sense? Brittany, are you here for after Sean? I just want to make sure Sean understands what I'm throwing down here. It feels wrong there. But, okay, perfect. Great. Just give me one moment with Sean and then we'll lock in there with someone else. So without, yeah, I'd almost say like, I'd be interested. You don't ever have to do a deep read, Sean, ever if you don't want to, of course. But I'd be interested to see what sort of stuff is coming up. And there's no judgment here, just FYI. There's no judgment. We all make our choices and there's life and there's lessons and stuff like that. And I already get feelings about it, but it's seeing if you can redirect. It's about your worthiness and your value. It's about an opportunity to potentially um, elevate. Sorry, random thing just happened. Elevate your value or your worthiness, um, and yeah, and like choose yourself or something like that. Gosh, I'd have to do like a really deep reading to, like, really explain everything, but does that any of that make sense, Sean? I hope that was, like, a little helpful. I feel like my brain is, like, spinning on so much information, but of course, just want to be mindful of other people's, stuff questions and opinions as well too. But if you ever wanted to do a deep read, I'd be super open. Yeah. So, and I guess the biggest thing I can sort of try to convey as best as possible here is like just like see what's coming up for yourself, and also check in with your level of like your worthiness. I would say like how you value yourself, how you see yourself worthy or not worthy. Like wherever you're at is where you're at. Because, you're brilliant. You're brilliant, Sean, as you are. So just check in with yourself and see if you can like journal or think about um, how connected you feel to your worthiness and your level of value within yourself. And I feel like it's a good place to start, and then we can always maybe connect to it again later. Brittany, do you want to get your cue ready? Did you do one or two? You're welcome, Sean. Much love to you, Sean. One question. Okay, one from Britt and one from Haley. Okay, perfect. Perfect, perfect. Oh, I see it here. I see it here, Brittany. Good question. Okay, let's see what comes up. Let's see what comes up. I'm here with you, Brittany. Ooh, wow. I'm getting a big. So it's very interesting. I'm hearing breathe out first, and that's very metaphorical. So I'm going to work to go deeper to like be able to say something more about that. Also, mute for a second. Breathe out. So essentially, whoa, that was like my brain. Essentially, okay. Sorry, I'm having trouble saying what's here. Um, it says breathe out, but to breathe in, and um, there does seem to be some internal reflection being called upon here right now, and like internal like um belief. Um, fuck, it's like telling me so much, and I'm just working so hard to like be as clear as possible. I'm getting like launched up. It's really pulling me up here actually as well, Brittany. I'm getting pulled up, and I think it's like kind of asking for you to. Oh my god, it's showing me so much. It's really hard. It's showing me now a fire swirling around my like my heart. Um, Power of like yourself, power of going into yourself, power of belief in yourself, possibly with some of these cards. It's also like this. I'm getting something about like cry. Like I don't know if you need to like cry or like anything about that or like breathe out or cry. There's stuff that needs to be released. Is kind of what I'm getting. Holy shit! I'm getting a lot of information for you, Brittany. It's kind of hard for me to work through this, but let's just say this. Let's say breathe out the stuff that doesn't fucking fit. That doesn't like there's sorrow around some things, maybe beliefs that need to leave, and breathe in this like belief in self. Does this make sense to you or resonate with you at all? And if not, it's okay. But I'm just trying to make sense of what's coming forward. Hey, Carrie. And then Haley, if you're here, let me know if you're here. I'm still gonna make sure Britt and I connect. But possibly, yeah. And I think like I'm just trying to make sure I answer your question though, Brittany here as well. And I would love to do a one-on-one, especially dealing with like career and heart space. But it does feel like, oh, what is that? TikTok's doing something. Yeah, let's do it. It does feel like there's this like so much like magic swirling around your heart to Brittany in this, and to like really direct that energy and belief in yourself. And I would love to do a one-on-one with you, but I think that in terms of like with your career, it's like believe in yourself so freaking fiercely and hardcore and operate your decisions in life and in career from heart. Your answer is your heart. Um, and so I'm hoping that that gives enough within this time together here in your question with me. And then I would love to do a one-on-one with you ever watching for sure. But I really hope that I gave something clear for you with that. Because it was like it was such an expansive energy, which is good. That's a good sign when it's that expansive. But it was hard for me to put into words. So I hope that it helps a bit. And Carrie, I got you. I got you. You're welcome. Oh, Brittany, also, I think you got my intuition guide. I think I updated it just a little, so it's a little bit more like font. This is a little bit more clear, I think. So double check the intuition guide and you can re-download it if it's not different than I totally didn't finish what I was going to do the other day. Um, yeah, if the formatting is not different, let me know. If you re-download it, I can't remember if I finished my task the other day. And I hope it's helpful. Okay. I hope it's helpful either way. You totally don't have to. Okay. I tried to format it a bit. Okay, yay! So much love. You're welcome. So I've got Haley and Carrie for questions, Marielle for a deep read. Or Haley, or do I have Haley or Carrie here? And then do I have Marielle here? Hey, Ryan. It's not too long. I've got Haley, Carrie for questions, Marielle for a deep read, and that's it. All right, Carrie, why don't you type yours in? I don't see Haley or Marielle quite yet. A little general. Okay. Okay, girl. Spend time. All right. I kind of get this feeling that there's like something you're either well both. You're moving swiftly towards a connection. Could be romantic, doesn't have to be. Business can be anything. You're moving swiftly towards a connection, and a connection is moving swiftly towards you. And it feels like it is gonna change things pretty quickly. feel when you hear that? That's an interesting read. Ryan, I got you, love, for your deep reading. I'll add you to the list. Yay. Yeah. Right, Carrie? And like with this gain and connection, whatever, again, I would have to go deeper. It could be romantic. It could be career too, but with this connection, it like things are gonna change and like some things might be lost to gain in a good way. So I don't know. Keep me posted on that. That's exciting. Very exciting. Very exciting. Okay, so do we have Haley? Haley, are you here? Marielle, are you here? And then I know Ryan, you're here. Ryan, I just have to check in with Haley and Marielle quickly, and then if they're not ready or not here, then I can go to your debrief that way. I might go peek quickly, so let me just put a little comment in there. Hey, hey, actually, okay, sounds good. You might be here, so I'll be here. Yeah, one moment.